Can you just sum up the match for us? How was it for you?
Yeah, well, disappointing, obviously. I think I think we had a great start with the ball, and the way the guys bowled was amazing, phenomenal. I think, to be fair, not taking any wickets helped Sri Lanka. I think it gave them some sort of a solid platform. And then, to be fair to their players, I mean, they batted extremely well throughout the middle, and were able to build some partnerships and really swing at the end to create a bit of momentum. So, yeah, I think they were probably 15 or 20 runs too many there in the end, but, I mean, fair play, they batted pretty nicely.
Can you just do we have any questions here, please?
Yeah, it's a tough loss, that one. How did you say that match?
Yeah, I think as Maxie said, bowled really well up top. That was a great power play for us. We got a little bit unlucky. I think there was probably 3 or 4 balls that were hit straight up and just, wasn't quite going to fielders. So we built a lot of pressure there, and, with wickets in hand, they just got away from us sort of through the middle and the back end of the innings there. And then batting, we spoke at the halfway point that, 150 was probably past. So, we were well and truly a chance to get that, and, just wickets throughout. No one really had enough to hang around with Maxi, and, if we did, we'd probably be on the winner's side right now.
And hopefully the tournament's not over for you yet, but how have you seen it so far?
Yeah, well, they're just cutthroat tournaments, aren't they? We think we've played a lot of good cricket in all 3 of the games. But just, the nature of these tournaments, one little slip up, 15, 20 runs, and you can be knocked out. So hopefully UAE can get up, and we're still going tomorrow and on.
Balak, Scotty, what happened with the ball? The guys had been so disciplined in the first 2 games and just seemed to err with more lines than lengths, it seemed today, getting a little leg side, and most sixes were put away, just pick up shots. Can you put your finger down on it, or?
I think the wicket was definitely a lot better than what we've played on in previous days. So it has been, in those first 2 games, it was probably a lot easier to just sort of hold your line and your length. A couple of the Sri Lankan boys there were moving around in the crease, got a hold of us, and then, potentially our lines and our lengths weren't what we needed on that wicket. But at the same time, I think to keep them to 160 in the end there with lots of wickets in hand was still a good effort.
So that track played a lot better than the other 2?
Yeah, I think so. Yeah, if you look at the amount of boundaries that were scored from both sides today compared to the rest of the 4 or 5 games there's been, clearly a little bit better.
I know it's hard in such a short space of time in the aftermath, and you don't know what's going to happen in the next game, obviously, but how do you reflect on the 2 run chases if it does fall, that our net run rate doesn't go your way and you get knocked out on that?
I suppose it is what it is. In terms of, it's quite hard to build a net run rate chasing on those wickets, just the nature of it. Batting first, potentially you can try and get a little bit of a bigger score on and squeeze, but I think chasing it was all about, getting to the total. 120 wasn't an easy total just to knock off in 12, 13 overs.
Scott, could you speak a little about the emotion for you and among the camp? You've lost, I think, only one, starting from the qualifiers, you've lost only one consequential game and you could still be out. And how's the team taking it, and what's the emotion around?
Obviously disappointed, but that's, as I said, that's the nature of these tournaments. Especially with this first phase, you got to win all 3 games if you want to be sure to get through. Otherwise, you do leave it to a little bit of chance. So, obviously a little bit disappointed we couldn't go 3-0 and make sure of it ourselves. But hopefully UAE can do the job for us.
Are you cheering on from the ground or going back?
Not sure where we'll be. I think we'll probably have a little bit of a discussion and share a drink together. It's been an awesome sort of month or so, and hopefully continues. But just enjoying each other's company.
Any other questions?
Yes, a couple of them for Scott Edwards. Hi Scott, well played. Obviously, you want to progress in the next round, but if it doesn't happen, what are some of the positives that you take away from the tournament?
I think there's a lot of positives for us to take away. We've obviously got quite a young group. You look at Vikram Singh, 19 years old. You got Tim Pringle, 19 years old. Even a couple of the guys that didn't play. We've an extremely young side, so there's a lot of upside in the years to come. And I think, as I said, we've played a lot of good cricket throughout the first two, even this third game. So lots of positives to take away, and hopefully we can take them through to the next round.
Yeah, and was there a temptation to play Shoaib Ahmed, given that Sri Lanka struggled against you these leg spinner last game?
Yeah, we had a few different sort of discussions. We've got four or five quality cricketers on the bench, but this was the sort of the team that we thought was best suited against these players and in these conditions on this ground.
And just finally, what's the away role of Brandon Roba? He's been quite a bit of excruciating pain down there.
Yeah, the Bulldog. Yeah, he's a hard man to break, so I'm sure he's obviously in a lot of pain. But it was great for him to go out there and give us a little bit of a chance at the end. But I think he's in a bit of pain, and hopefully that settles down in the next few days.
Right. Cheers and fingers crossed for the next game.
Thank you.
That's it. Thank you. Thank you so much.